What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with another mock draft on a Tuesday. Sorry for the delay. Been having some Wi-Fi issues, but we should be back and dropping a lot more videos coming soon. Back with the mock draft, picking from the third spot, 12-team league, typical league format. Let's get into it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. I will respond as always, so hit that me up down below. Let's hop in the draft. So it starts off with Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey, and Ekeler is sitting here at the top of the board. He is my favorite guy here, especially with his current contract situation and on such a good offense in Los Angeles, and the touchdown upside that he has, the pass catching as well. I am all in, willing to buy that stock. Let's do it. Okay, let's check out the draft board as we are going. You can see who has gone off. So it went after our pick: Bijan, Jamar, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Jacobs, Hill, Chubb, Henry, Pollard, Stevenson, Diggs, Lamb, Hall, Etienne, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown would have been an awesome pick to get back to us, but obviously guys get taken. Devontae Adams is still sitting on the board here. I'm very tempted to take him, but honestly, there's a tier of one guy who's in a tier of himself to me at this point in the draft, and that's Najee Harris. I think he is a difference maker above the rest of the backs remaining. And this is exactly the player I thought would get around us in the third round, and that's Garrett Wilson. I will gladly take him in the third round. I love the start to this draft. Honestly, one of the favorite ones I've had so far, just getting such good workhorses in those first two players, Ekeler and Harris, and then being able to snag a stud wide receiver with a crazy upside like Garrett Wilson with Aaron Rodgers in town for the New York Jets. Moving on. Okay, so here we've got, I'll give you a look at the draft board one more time before we take our pick, just so people can see the situation we are in, how things are going. Okay, back to it. I am not too tempted by these quarterback names here yet. I feel like of the guys remaining, the guy I would want most is Herbert, assuming I give him the cheapest price. But any of these top four and even Trevor Lawrence around after them, I'd be content with a quarterback. So still a lot of options there. I'll let that thin out a little bit more. But to me, there's one wide receiver who I really like a lot more than the rest of these guys, and it's Keenan Allen. I think he is extremely underrated with where he is at this point, especially considering his skill set and his age. I'm not scared that he might be a little bit slower. He's an excellent route runner. He gets separation. I think he's going to be peppered with targets by a great quarterback at Justin Herbert and offense around him that is just getting better. Taking a look at who's available now, I am tempted somewhat to take a quarterback here. But like I said, there's a chance that Herbert could get back to me. I'd love to get that stack with him and Keenan Allen, who I just selected. Another name I'll take a look at here, Goddard, I'm not willing to pay for the fifth-round pick, but I'll take the upside of Calvin Ridley here. Thought about Christian Watson as well, but Ridley, like I said, I believe in Trevor Lawrence as well, and I think that they'll both be great. Take a look at the draft board here again. This is something you got to do when you're taking drafts in real leagues as well, is look. So I'm right here. I might want to pass on a quarterback, but then two teams behind me, neither of them have selected one, so there's a high probability that they'll go. I already discussed that I think very highly of Justin Herbert. Gets his left tackle back this year, Rashawn Slater, who's an absolute stud. Enough said, I will take Herbert here. I think he's going to have a monster bounce-back campaign as Kellen Moore is offensive coordinator, which is a big advantage for him moving forward, in my opinion. Taking a look at who's still available right now, honestly not too enthralled by any of these wide receiver options, especially since I have Keenan Allen. I think Mike Williams is a value in the 7th round. I think you can roll him out there any week he's healthy, and he offers you good upside. Michael Pittman last year broke the record for fewest yards with 99 receptions. I think he had 100 receptions, and he had the fewest yards of anyone to ever do that in NFL history. So going to a rookie quarterback, I don't think it's going to be a massive upgrade for him. Taking a look at who's still available, there's basically three names. You know what? I'll take Alvin Kamara here in the 7th round. You know what? Actually, I won't. I'm going to take Brian Robinson Jr. here. I think he's going to get a lot of volume in the running back position, and I like his upside. I think if you look at how he ended the season, ended strong, coming off of that obviously devastating injury early, but was able to come back and recover. Taking a look at who we still have on the board, There are a few wide receivers that are a little bit interesting to me, but not really at this price point. I think I'm going to snag another stud running back that I like. I think Khalil Herbert's a talented running back, and I think he'll get the first crack at that job in Chicago. Might not be the most valuable position, but if he does secure that workload, he'll be valuable regardless. Evan Ingram's still on the board here. I love getting him in round 9. I don't think he's going to be, maybe a star tight end, but I think he could be a top 5 tight end, top 5 contributor that he could just roll out there each and every week and be pretty confident in him. Another guy I'm going to snag here, Zay Flowers, with the recent news about the injury to, blanking on his name at the moment. Oh, Rashad Bateman. I think that it upgrades Zay Flowers' ability to have an immediate impact on that team, and I think he's a great talent. Obviously, he might be limited a little bit by Lamar, but more throwing opportunities in the offense for sure this year. I think that pie gets a lot bigger, a lot of opportunity for good things to happen to players in that offense. Taking a look at who we still have, honestly, not too inspired by a lot of these guys. Tended to take Adam Thielen. Think he could be the one in Carolina, but they also have Mingo, I think, will be involved, but you know what? I will take Adam Thielen. I think he can be a solid player. Honestly, probably looking for more upside, and a few of those guys, maybe. Honestly, I don't even see the upside for a lot of those guys, so that's mainly the reason I am going with Thielen. I think he can have 1,000 yards potentially in that offense, and it wouldn't be crazy to me. I'm not saying I predict that, probably more than 900, high 800 range, but I think that's within the realm of possibility just because I think he'll be a vocal point in that offense. I will take the value on Raheem Mostert here. I just think I want a piece of that backfield, probably Devon A-Chain over him, but I think just getting a piece, and they're very undervalued at the moment with where they're currently going in drafts, in my opinion. I'm actually going to take this guy. I don't usually double up on quarterbacks, especially when I grab a good one. I'll take the upside of Anthony Richardson in the 13th round with his rushing capability. Don't think he'll support a ton of great fantasy options around him necessarily, but with his rushing upside and the way that they're going to utilize him, I think similar to that Jalen Hurts route, I think he could be fantasy relevant right away. And if Herbert is as good as I think, potentially flip him or something like that. Wouldn't usually do that in a mock draft, but wanted to highlight him, and I do think he offers great upside late in drafts right now. I'll snag Hunter Renfrow from Las Vegas. Talented receiver, and Darren Waller's gone. I think the value he's currently going, I like that. Taking a look at who else is still on the board, I will take. Don't have a ton of great options. Give me John Mechie from Houston. Even though I probably think Tank Dell offers a lot of upside this year, but regardless, let's take a look at the team. So I have Justin Herbert at quarterback, Ekeler at my running back spot, Najee, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, Evan Ingram, Calvin Ridley. Invested big in that Jacksonville offense, but at the rounds I was able to get them, I don't mind that, especially considering Ridley is my flex. Could very easily be starting Brian Robinson and Khalil Herbert there week 2 or earlier based off matchups. And then I have Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen, Raheem Mostert, Anthony Richardson, Hunter Renfrow, and John Mechie III. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button. I also want to just thank everyone for sticking with me. I know there's been some issues recently, but we are coming with that content. I promise it's going to be out there, and I am pumped to do it. So excited for this fantasy football season. Going to be winning championships. If you guys have any comments, anything, leave them down below. I will respond. Until next time, peace out.